Hey, we started a podcast. Yeah, Philly G, because they know who I be.
The King of Kings.
I'm back.
What it do, people?
Hey, what's up? It's John Kizzy. You know who is he, aka Philly G, because they know who I be. And I'm here with my cousin Ray Ray.
What it do, people?
And hey, we started a podcast. Today we're here with episode 144. Oh yeah, of course we got to give a shout out to King Tigger and DJ Laton. They couldn't make it today. You know, King Tigger's still out in the wild somewhere doing his job, and Laton had a crazy week. We actually recording on a different night tonight because we all had a crazy week. And I don't know if y'all can tell it in my voice. I'm getting over. I was sick last week, so that's why we chucked in one of those review videos that we do. And I'm barely here this week, but we ain't missed a week since we started, so we ain't gonna start. As you can see, we even doing the remote. We don't care. We'll make it happen. We make it work. But yeah,
Get in with it, right?
yeah. So episode 144, and man, yeah, we both got a few topics.
Let me reposition myself so I'm actually look like I'm talking to you.
See, I got the cameras up, so the camera's right here, and my laptop's there. See, I can see him on the laptop, y'all. So, you know, if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at him. All right, let's start this off with Drake being allowed access to a redacted version of Kendrick Lamar's contract. That's interesting. I think it's kind of crazy because, like, with what the case is about, right?
Yeah.
Why does they need to see the contract? It's not going to say in his contract, I'm contracted to use bots to increase my sales. Or, you know what I mean? The stuff that he's being accused of, well, he's accusing the label of, isn't shit that you were put into your contract. So
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to see if there's any type of wording of how they were going to how the company was going to plan on leveraging his position, right, in the market.
Yeah, but why would that be in? You mean? But remember, this is Kendrick's contract.
Yeah, but the whole point of Drake's thing is saying that the company propped up Kendrick and brought him down so he couldn't do the deal with Sony and get an extra $100 million, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I know that that's his defense. I'm just saying, why would any of wording to, support that be in a recording contract for Kendrick Lamar? You know what I mean? Like I'm not, if you were my next artist that, if you were Drake and I wanted to, bolster Kendrick in this type of way, which is it's shady, right? I wouldn't have it down on paper. Like, I'm not going to write in Kendrick's, I just don't even, I can't fathom what the wording in the contract would be. That would be, you know what I mean? I can't even think of what would be in Kendrick's contract that they could look at and say, yeah, see this?
Well, it could be like some stuff saying that we were going to give you priority access to certain, like radio stations, or give you certain access to certain playlists or other things like that they have control of. You know what I mean? It could be things like that, right? It's saying we're going to give you a leg up over all of the other competition. Based on you signing with us, right? Because it was them trying to do a deal with Kendrick too, right?
Yeah, but the thing is that those acts in themselves are supposed to be illegal, like giving access. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, who would put illegal shit in a legal contract?
Well, it might be. I don't. Well, see, I don't know where does the legal line lie, right? Is
Like
it
the
illegal to
radio
do
stuff. It's
to a
called payola,
Yeah,
right?
but is it illegal to do this to a company that you actually own? Because has it been looked into how much other like radio spins do these actual organizations actually own? Do they own any not record companies, but do they own any radio stations, or do they partner with any radio stations?
I don't.
Like, do they have
Yeah,
shares in
I
the
don't
radio
know.
stations? You know
I
what I mean? There
I
could be
just
some tricky wording like that in it.
to me it just is. I can't see that being in your contract that you're going to make me priority over other people. That just seems like something you know. It wouldn't be cool to be in your because then what are you going to do when if Drake is doing better? You're going to come. No, look, my contract says I'm supposed to be doing better. Like I don't know. I haven't signed a recording contract. I'm just going based on what I think would make sense, like what you would put in a contract, and I just don't.
Maybe Drake. I just thought of it, bro. Maybe Drake is actually trying to prove what he was saying in his song about how everybody gets a split of Kendrick's money. Maybe he's really trying to see what the contract
See
says.
that now that is something that would
He's
be in
using
there.
it for fire.
Yeah,
He's using it for ammunition.
and that makes sense. But that stuff might be redacted because that has nothing to like, I don't know. Yeah, I think that they are seen a redacted version and they said it was like almost unreadable. You know what I mean? It's because I don't know. Like, yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. This case is getting more. It's getting more interesting every time stuff comes out. I just don't know.
I'll say this much about it: if Drake's, and once he gets this contract, in one of his next songs, if he starts talking about contract stuff about Kendrick, it's probably true.
See. On the other hand, I'm like, now I don't know, because now he could talk all kinds of lies, but everyone would say he did see it. It's probably true. And then what would the only way to prove that it's not true is for Kendrick to come out and show his actual contract, right?
So it's a win-win. It's a win-win for Drake. He put himself in a win-win situation.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
lose for Kendrick. The pettiness still goes on.
Yeah, I know. I think, yeah. I guess we'll have to wait to see where it even goes. Because the thing is that even if he loses, if he sees Kendrick's contract, he gets to say it says whatever, because he could just put in a rhyme saying it says this. Yeah, I seen that it had proof of it, and we got to take his, because now he has actual proof. Hey, he did see the contract. Yeah, that's that'd be crazy if that is his true motivation.
What it also does is, as Drake continues to regain his popularity, if he sees that contract, he can go with other companies and be like, I know what you're offering, what companies are offering this guy. Y'all got to offer me a lot more.
Oh, yeah, true that.
I'm going to keep doing the numbers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's another baseline image, right?
Yeah, true that. That's... We'll see.
If you know a guy, if you know a guy you work with, you're outperforming him, and you find out he's making a little bit more than you, and you go and ask for a raise.
True. His next album got to be fire, man, because his singles are not performing well at all.
Yeah.
Because guess who's taking over the charts now? Before it was friggin' country music cock blocking Drake from going #1. Now it's freaking K-pop, cuz this a Netflix show, something K-pop Demon Hunters, I think that's what it's called. Okay. The soundtrack is lighting up the charts. I'm at work now, and K-pop is coming on the radio.
I didn't hear none of it, man.
It's like it's crazy. So, man, I think that's one trend. I hope Drake don't jump on the K-pop band.
Yeah, that would be a wild thing.
I think I wouldn't be mad if he did the country. Like, I think that Drake, he could do that. Like Extra Plug, like segue to him now. He put out a country album with Jelly Roll and a bunch of Morgan Wallen, I think, is on, like all the country guys that are killing shit right now. I haven't heard it yet, but people have been saying it's a dope album.
Yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately, at this time, I don't think Drake can go to do anything other than rap right now.
I think he. I should. I think he should.
People want him to rap now.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what they'll say if he did one of the country songs? They can't beat him so bad, he made him go to country.
That is true. You see that? You see what people are saying about MGK? He put a whole boy band.
And MGK's like, but he's like leading, and he's like a top artist in all of those genres he goes into, right? But people don't notice that about him. They just look at him like, you know, men do. Look what they did to him.
Yeah.
Put up all his tattoos.
Yeah. Oh man, that song is so bad. I think it's on the. Yeah, it was on the radio too. Around here, that's crazy. I don't know, man. I don't. Yeah, I don't even know what to say no more about Drake. Except I'm kind of getting tired of them, man. Like, when's the? I think we talked about this before. It's like the next wave of hip hop just ain't hitting enough. That's why we keep talking about like what Drake is like 2 generations ago almost, ain't he?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, he's been around for a while now, and he's still consistent. He's still going.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And he's building up a lot of anticipation for the that Iceman project.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm actually tired of it because I want to hear the album. I'm tired of teasing. Like
just too much.
Yeah, man. It's like that's what used to piss me off about Wu-Tang back in the day. They talk about an album for like years, and then like the RZA's album, The Cure, hasn't come out yet. It was supposed to come out in like 97 or some shit. It's like, yeah, coming next summer, The Cure. Then the summer, like Dre and Detox.
Yeah.
Like after a while, the anticipation just turns to just drop the fucking shit. Like, I hope it's dope. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, in recent weeks, we've gotten a lot of good music, so maybe that's why Drake is holding off, right?
Yeah.
Like that Chance the Rapper album.
Oh man, he goes in on that album. And that honestly reminds me of like an old school Kanye West album, like early Kanye West. Like the vibe of it is good. Like there's a few songs there that I can just tell that I listened to it the couple times that I listen to it, I'm gonna continuously go back to those songs. And I mean, like the first couple of these dumps in, there's one on there that's real fire. I can't remember the name. I think it's like number 4 or 5 on the track list.
Yeah, I don't have the track list in front of me. Shoot,
I was hoping you did.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's the thing, using my phone as the camera. I never have the track list in front of me. But, yeah, I think I know which one you mean, because those first few are dope. Actually, all of it's dope. It's one of those albums when the last song played, and then something else comes on, like, oh, shoot. And I rewind it all the way back, almost like, that's what I would do with that Toby album. That new Toby one. I listen to that on repeat.
So like the song is called "The Negro Problem."
Oh yeah.
B.J. the Chicago Kid, and then like Highs and Lows with Joey Badass.
Yeah, that one was dope. He mentions Nova Scotia in it.
Oh yeah, did he ever? I was like, hey, check him out.
But and then I think in the same song, I think Joey Badass says something like "colder than Winnipeg." So I'm like, them guys on some Canadian tip on this track. And he says colder than 10 toes in Nova Scotia. I was like, yeah, they both naming provinces up here. Although they all, like always, they all think that we're freezing up here.
I know. They need to come up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why province in the song, you got to come up here.
Yeah, how you want to mention Nova Scotia and then not go see it? Yeah, I like that track. Joey Badass was nice on that too. See, Joey Badass is somebody that I seen first as an actor. I missed that era in hip hop, right? Like there's a whole chunk of artists that I'm rediscovering, like discovering late, I should say. And he was one of them. Freak Kendrick was one of them. Like,
well, Joey Badass for me, like I've always known he was nice, but then I forgot about him with his act. You know what I mean? I was like, I really started liking him more as an actor than as a rapper. Then I started hearing him come back out doing some freestyle stuff. I was like, Jesus, he shouldn't be like his path within rapping should have been a lot higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He should have been viewed a lot higher. But he got bars, man. He's good with it. Nice delivery and everything.
definitely. Yeah, I'm a fan of him. What else did we have? Oh yeah. Since we're talking about Drake, may as well bring up the chain thing you were telling me about.
Yeah. Hey, people are calling cap on the chain. They're saying it ain't the chain.
And
But they're
Suge
saying
Knight.
it is a death row chain,
Yeah.
right? Like, here's the thing: you got the jeweler who's selling all these who's luxury items and stuff, who's authenticating them, who's selling it. He's saying it is, but then you have Suge Knight saying that ain't Tupac's chain. A couple other people are saying that. I mean, Suge Knight has come out and said some wild stuff before that was proven inaccurate, right? So we gotta keep reminding ourselves on that. We don't know who the jeweler is. You know, I don't imagine that if Drake hearing this, he's probably questioning Buddy, right? So it's probably authenticate, whatever, you know, a process being done for that right now to make sure that is what it's straight purchase.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Suge might have bought the chain, but you remember this chain was bought in 1996. How many death row chains did he buy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like 95. That's when he got out of jail, right?
Yeah, he got out in 95. He was alive for 6 months. 6 months on death row. That's all he did. Think about all the music he put together on death row. 6
months. All he did was record.
Actually.
That's crazy. That's funny because I went to see this documentary on Jeff Buckley. He was a singer. He died young. He died in his 30s. And just watching the documentary, seeing like how much he accomplished and stuff, and then find out, and people saying, "Oh man," because I was there. They're like, "Yeah." After the documentary, we were all talking about it, thinking about how much he could have accomplished if he lived. He died so young, and then I was like, he was 30, 31, I think they said he. I was like, Tupac and Biggie died when they were like 25, and they were like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." They did a lot. It's crazy, man, that they accomplished so much in so little time. And now that you pointed out that Pac was only on death row for 6 months and he did all that.
Yeah.
Like not only a double album, not only a double album and the Machiavelli album. So that's 3 albums plus enough for how many more? Like,
listen, he recorded over 200 songs.
Man, that's crazy because he was still doing interviews and stuff. Like, how was he having time to go out and do anything else?
Doing fashion shows, because that's what they said. His work ethic was insane. I watched a few interviews with like Dogtown members and other things talking about like when he first got there, because they had multiple studios at the spot, right? So he would bounce from one studio, go to the next studio. You know what I mean? Because that's what he said. The rappers, you could watch the interview with him saying it in the studio. Like, rappers don't need to be in the studio while the mix is happening and do all that. Let that happen when the rappers go home. So let these guys continue to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what he was doing. He would go to one studio, spit there, go to the next one, spit that there. While he's not there, that's all being mixed down. He comes back here another day. All right, maybe he throw some other punchings on it. Whatever, he was doing multiple songs within a day, right? Or within a week doing multiple songs, right? So you're gonna think about that work ethic is crazy.
And you got a good point. Like, if you're the rapper, you're just there to rap, right? You don't have to be the producer also. That's like, if you trust your producer, like, and maybe that's why he was maybe a lot of emotional rappers are like that. You're putting your heart and whatever into your lyrics, right? That's the part that's important to you. You already heard the beat and whatever. So then you're like, yo, you do all the rest and send it to me when it's done. Now, I bet you if it was done and it didn't sound for something, he'd say, yo, no, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But if you're going to work with a producer, you're going to trust that he's going to do the best, right? So
Yep.
yeah, especially when he's what he had a good team. He had Dre, he had Daz, he had them. Yeah, let me spit my lyrics and get out of here.
Yeah, and he was getting the best of the best. You know what I mean? Because people who were coming in when he came into Death Row, people who had albums on the go, songs on the go, beats, structures, that kind of thing, they gave here.
Yeah,
They were giving us all the fuck because that's who we're propping up right now. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because he came in at a volatile time in Death Row when the CEO is beefing with the other CEO on the other turf, the other biggest CEO in music at the time, which was Diddy. You know what I mean? Tupac came in to basically be the front runner of that war because he already had problems with those guys, right?
yeah,
Because that whole Quad Studio stuff happened before he was on Death Row.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
That
remember
happened
that.
before he was on Death Row, and Suge Knight had already had problems with Diddy because of the whole stuff where Suge Knight's best friend, who was one of his bodyguards, was shot after they had an altercation with Diddy in the club, and the club got closed down. And yeah, there was a whole thing around that, right? Like that. You got to remember when Suge Knight got on the stage for
Source Award.
Source Award.
Yeah,
He starts that off with talking about like bring Pac home kind of thing. We riding for yo here, that kind of thing, right? And then he starts talking on that stuff. They always put that other part out, right? Because they don't need that. That has nothing to do with it. Tupac wasn't even with them right at that moment.
yeah, true that.
He was just shot. He was just shouting Tupac out, right? I don't know if it was a manipulation thing because he knew he was about to diss Diddy directly after.
Yeah, man. Well, speaking of the West Coast, Snoop Dogg getting blasted for being uncomfortable from the same-sex relationship in Buzz Lightyear. It all stems from what he said is that he took his grandkids to go see the movie and found out that there was a lesbian couple that had kids, and apparently one of Snoop's grandkids said, "How they got kids? How can a woman and a woman both have kids together?" And he's like, he got upset because he's like, "How do you answer that?" Honestly, easy way to answer that, they adopted it. That's like, it's adoption. Like it's
I mean,
it's not as deep
come
as
on, dog. love you, Snoop, but you know better than that.
yeah.
There's a guy that talks about preaching the truth and the reality to people, and that's his whole MO, right? You know what I mean? Like, why can't you just say that they do?
Yeah, it's like an easy answer. You don't even have to get into it.
People are in a relationship, they're in love. Like that's what it is. Yeah, you don't have to go into deep detail with somebody who doesn't understand what that actually means.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to get into the sexual aspect and how sexually it couldn't happen. No.
Yeah,
it's adopted.
They don't know what a heterosexual relationship is. They just know mom and dad.
Yeah.
Or grandma.
Yeah.
They don't understand what it is, the intricacies of it. So why make them understand something else as well, just other than the truth? Yes.
And I hate how
two people who are in love, who are parents, adopted a child.
And I hate how he added that, man, they're putting this everywhere. Like, I just hate that statement because to me, when they say that, it's almost like how when like certain people in the United States get mad at DEI. Oh, DEI is everywhere. Nah, man. Like, it's not that they're shoehorning stuff in. This is a reality. There are lesbian couples with kids that exist, probably more than people think. It's not, they're not putting it in there because it's just that to reflect reality, you have to be diverse. You know what I mean? To not have it in the movie is or ever is to almost act like it's not normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to normalize things that are normal in life. And same-sex marriages, relationships, it's normal.
It's a part of life.
Yeah.
It's not like life doesn't. You know what I mean? Like life exists. We want to talk about all aspects of life. We want to be respectful of all aspects. all aspects of life.
Don't
Treat
like
everybody fairly.
the only time I don't like it when they do that is when they over sexualize the characters, because I find in like some TV shows, like for instance, like if there's a married couple and it's a man and a woman, they're just find out that they're married and whatever. But if it's like a man and a man and a female, it's like they have to continually have them doing affectionate stuff like kissing and stuff, just so that we have to. It's like they have to keep reminding us that they're together. You know what I mean? It's like they like. I feel like they do it more than they do with heterosexuals. Not all the time. I'm just saying that I've seen some shows where it's like that, where it's like, oh, but it's like they every few episodes they have to remind us, oh, we're gay. It's like, yeah, well, it's not normalized if you have to keep putting it out in their face, right? They can be that without you having to have them kiss all the time as a kind of a reminder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think I know what you're saying. I don't know if I necessarily notice it the same way as that. We might be watching some of the different programs because some of the programs I've been watching, it's like there always has to be man and female sex scene in every show, every episode, and things like that. So I see that a lot, right? But I'm not a cable guy, right? So
Yeah.
that's not being allowed. Yeah, more HBO and things like that, right? When I see those shows, there's always something like that going on there. I think that we shouldn't try to limit other people's expressions. We should be respectful of other people's expressions, but we also should not uh, exclude who we are as well.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the only problem I have is when I feel like they're over sexualizing it, because in my opinion, that's kind of like exploiting it. It's instead of a clue, making it part of normal reality, and also some people can see it, and it makes it, I don't know, it's almost like a stereotype, saying that
Oh yeah,
they're more, they're over sexualized.
oversaturated.
Yeah.
Oversaturating of the market, right? So it kind of devalues the meaning of it. Just like when they were, like when around certain times where everybody was posting certain things about Black Lives Matter and things like that, which is a wonderful message, and it's honestly something that we should all recognize. But when it's every single where and every company's buying into it, but if we know that your diversity program does not reflect things that you're saying out here in these marches or the things that you're putting out here in your social media campaigns, it looks fake and it devalues things, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Same as we know that when you see rainbow flags on certain businesses that don't have any people of those demographics in their employment basis, right? It's like, what do you guys do? Is this just all for PR?
Yeah, that's like
it devalues that when you see it, it devalues it.
Yes.
Because you're like, is this company real, or are they just going with the propaganda of like let's be part of it just because it's PG and because people will like us if we do.
Yeah, like there's a certain way to make, like you said, be real. It doesn't seem authentic if you push it a certain way. It doesn't seem like you're doing these things to include people. It's like you're doing it because you think it's a good look, rather than
if Black Lives Matter in your company, you got 30 employees and only 3 Black people. Does it really matter?
Yeah.
Does it really matter?
That's why
you're gonna rainbow flag on your business and you have one person in your business out of a staff of 10 or 15. Does it really matter?
True that, man.
To you in your business? I don't know.
Yeah. That's like those places that like. That's why I don't like black themed things during like, African. What's it called? Black History Month. It's like you'll change things. Oh, we only important in February. Like nowhere else you'll have anything to cater to them. It's like there's a way to like normalize it and then spotlight it at certain times. But if you only push it at a certain time, it seems like you're just doing it to look like you're doing it rather than to do it because that's how you feel.
Yeah, exactly. Represent Black Excellence 365.
Yeah. Like that's why it shouldn't be Black History Month. no, you should teach Black history all throughout the year, but you can highlight stuff during that month. But to just have it only that month and then forget about it the rest of the year, that's just nah.
Yeah, well, that's people who aren't doing their part. Yeah, I mean, they focus on their history, right?
Yeah.
Because it goes on all sides. People of our color and people who are not of our color not recognizing it more than once 1 month.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, we got to get off this soapbox because we just went on a soapbox of you know what really grinds my gears. What else is going on up in the hip hop scene? I know we've seen there was some new music that came up from other folks as well. I didn't get a chance to check it over. Did you get a chance to check any of those?
No, well, the album I want to talk about is that Ghostface album, but we're waiting to hear that together. We're going to have a special episode where me, you, Laton, and hopefully King Tigger sit down, and we're going to listen to the album and review each song as we hear them real time, first time we ever heard the songs, and give our honest opinion. And the reason why I want to do that, because I want it to be the first time we hear it, because I'm going to listen to the album more, and I'm sure if you guys like it, you'll listen to it more. Because then I want to check in like maybe a few months later to see if those first reactions is still how we feel.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's just to say to the audience out there, I know as a Wu-Tang fan, you thought I was going to come up here and talk about the Ghostface album. Nope, I haven't heard it yet. And that's why I haven't heard it yet. I'm dying to. But for the sake of the podcast, we made a deal, so I'm waiting. But yeah, we didn't talk about Toby's album because I wanted to talk about it last week, but we were sick. But that album's actually older than I thought. It came out in July, or it might have been June. I get the 2 J months mixed up.
There we go. I had to move the thing. You told me this whole time. I didn't know my background was backwards.
I didn't even notice. See, because
I was just looking for like, wait a minute.
Anyways, did you listen to the Toby album?
No, I didn't get a chance to check that out other than what you were playing up the host that did.
The crazy thing is that the first album the one that got he won the Juno. The one he won the Juno for. I got like Kendrick vibes from him. I was like, he was like a Canadian Kendrick Lamar. On this one, he sounds more like Anderson .Paak in a lot of songs. Like his range is crazy, and he sings a lot more in this one. And Cuz can sing. But the song that everybody out there should go listen to is "What's Driving You." That song, I don't know. People have been saying it hasn't been a summer song, and I think that's because most people I've been listening to are people from the States, and they just ain't heard Toby. If they had to put this song on, if this song had a video, I would have been sharing it like crazy. It's crazy. Got Julie Black and Socrates on the hook. As soon as you hear the beat, you know it's a Socrates beat. I didn't check it. Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
If it isn't a Socrates beat, they catered it to him because he was going to be on the track because it sounds like a Socrates beat.
No, that's the one you played that up the host, didn't you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember hearing that now. That was a dope track.
That is, man. I shared it on Facebook because I was like, man, people got to hear this song. What's Driving You? Yeah, it's crazy. But what other new music? Oh yeah, Offset. Huh?
Didn't Tiana Taylor drop a new project too?
Oh, yo, she did. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't get a chance to hear it yet, but I remember seeing that.
That's a King Tigger album because he likes that sexy music. It's a good album.
Yeah.
It's a good album. Most of it's all like sensual stuff and like love stuff. It's really dope, man. Now she has a lot of skits on the album where I would like, but it's like those type of skits where you know you heard them once, you don't need to hear them again.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But man, every track is dope. She got Tyler on the album.
Okay.
And it's a dope song. Yeah. Her album's dope. Go check that out. If you like R&B, you like slow sensual music, you'll like that one. Offset, Got another album out. Um, Kiara,
Yeah,
I forget what it's called. Anyways, it's good. It's vibe music, but he can spit. He's a better rapper than I thought he was because he sounds a lot better on this than the past albums. And
yeah.
and he actually is saying he got some lyrics on some stuff. Shoot, he had this real crazy line. I can't remember what it was.
Sounds like I got all kinds of music to catch up
Oh
to.
yeah, Chance the Rapper, like we always spoke on him. Um, yeah, like I haven't even gotten to listen to Raekwon's album as much. Like I usually listen to a lot because there's so many albums that came out. Like, man, what was I listening to? No, I actually put Raekwon on again today. But yeah, Toby, Tiana Taylor, Offset, Chance the Rapper, and even X the Plug. Um, is that his name? X the Plug?
Yeah, Big Extra Plug.
Big X the Plug. Yeah, he put out a country album that I'm hearing stuff about that I want to go check.
Yeah.
So, man, it's like,
He's got some good music, and that's one of the things I'm wondering right now is because he's actually booked to be one of the people playing for the Magnetic World, right?
yeah, I heard that.
Magnetic World, yeah. But I also did just hear that he just got released off gun and drug charges, right? So we all know if you're from Nova Scotia, you know we've been to many shows hoping that the artist was going to show, and they're detained somewhere at the border because Canada just wasn't having it because they had a record and other things like that. Like I think Game got detained here. A few other artists weren't able to make it over here. I know that Freeway wasn't able to make it here at one point.
Now, was he found guilty?
Well, no, he wasn't found guilty. Like, but he's just up on the charge. He just got released from the charge. So that might have something to do with where it's not actually like a conviction kind of thing. Yeah, he's not fully charged, right? Or not fully charged, but he's not sentenced or anything. You know what I mean?
Shoot.
Found guilty.
So, but he's not convicted, but the case is still open, right?
Yeah, it's an open case, yeah.
So that might, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Wait to hear some updates on that. Yeah, that's looking like it's going to be an amazing show. You got 21 Savage there headlining it.
Yeah. Me and King Digger went to an amazing show on Sunday. With
what was that?
It was at Gus's Pub. We had Jake Mercer, Maya, dynamic duo, but they went separately. It was Turf and then Breezy Borden closed it out.
Yeah,
we had and the Black Bandits were there, and DuPont.
Okay, shout out to them too.
DuPont.
Okay, DuPont. Shout out to DuPont.
Yeah. They all asked. Oh, and NDM. He's the one that set it off. All of them are going to be on the show soon. Yeah. I told them, yep, get them on. Shoot. I told King to
go. Good vibe.
What?
Was a good show, like good vibes there.
Oh yeah, man. Like all of them killed it. Like yeah, Maya keeps getting better every time. Like, and she's really good.
Oh yeah, I saw video clips of her performance and stuff. It looked like she was doing a good job. Good presence on there.
Oh yeah. Like, Black Bandits had very good presence too. Like everyone was dope. I also want to message just in case she hears it. I don't want to embarrass her, but me and Tyrone were talking. I said I'll mention it because we don't know what it was, but there was this one girl there. They had this plastic bag wrapped around her foot, like a garbage bag. And many times, she didn't just walk, but she ran to the bathroom. And a few times, there was an odor. He thinks it was a poop bag. I don't know what it was, but it was a weird. Because I didn't think it would be a poop bag. Because, like, how does that conversation go? Because imagine me calling you up. Yo, cuz, let's go to the show. It's going to be tight. And you're like, yo, man, I got this medical thing. I got a poop bag. And then me saying, that's fine, cuz. Come on down, poop bag and all. I just don't.
Hey, yeah, well, I can't imagine anyone having that conversation with another person. They just go keep that under wraps.
I don't. I don't
it,
know.
it don't debilitate you that bad.
And then because I seen her on the chair and had the leg up, like the leg. You know what? At first, I thought it was an ankle monitor, right? And she was just hiding so she didn't get her wet or something, right? Until I smelled something. That's when Tyrone said it was a poop bag. So I don't know. Maybe it was an ankle monitor.
I usually see them things. Things usually are like on the stomach and that kind of thing, right? They usually not down that leg. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Maybe it was an ankle monitor, and we were partying with a fugitive. There was something in that bag that cut off the signal, so they couldn't tell where she was. I don't know. It was that was. I'll say she was distracting. Other than that, it was crazy. Oh, and someone told me, a friend of the show, she said that she told me two good things about the place. One I couldn't get. She said they make the best tacos there. Couldn't get them because the kitchen was closed down. And she said that the machines pay out. And Tyrone can tell you the machines paid out. He made a hell of a profit.
I mean, nice guap,
yeah.
Guaporelli.
Yeah. But he told me, don't let me go back in there. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah. He's like, I
touch and go. Don't lose everything.
Oh, he made a pretty penny. It was a good night for him.
Yeah.
So I want to bring up Roblox because this has been all over the internet. I forget dude's name. Anyways, there was a YouTuber. I'll try to remember and put his name on the screen right now because I think it was Shelp or something like that. Anyways, and what he did was pretend to be a minor and went into Roblox and was catching, pedophiles.
Mm.
And the authorities, apparently they made a bunch of arrests. He was like helping the police and stuff, right? And like Chris Hansen, To Catch a Predator, he was doing it.
Yeah.
Right? Now, here's where the controversy comes in. Roblox blocked him from going on there, told him to cease and desist, and apparently are taking him to court because he was fraudulently representing himself as somebody he isn't.
Mm.
That's wild.
That's a tricky one. It's a wild and tricky one.
Because like even my son was like, well, yeah, he was on there. My son was like, he's catching bad guys. He was pretending to be somebody investigating these people. And that's when I said, that is correct, but he's not a cop.
Yeah.
It's not a real investigation. You're not authorized to do these type of investigations, even though that basically that's what a vigilante is, right? I mean, they're doing.
And does he have 100% accuracy? Because if he doesn't have 100% accuracy, then that turns into a form of harassment of another paying customer of Roblox.
True that. True.
You know what I mean?
But here's the twist. Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator found out about this and is now doing a documentary on it.
Yeah. Oh, because there's definitely things that need to be exposed about that game. It's not the safest game for kids to play. It's something that you should definitely monitor.
Yeah.
Because anybody can go on there and there's chat functions and things like that. So that blew my mind when I realized that when my kids were playing it, that they had a chat function. So I was like, oh. So just like when I realized when he was PlayStation had its own chat. It's like, oh, so basically this is a form of social media.
Yeah,
right?
Basically, yeah.
Because you can contact other people from around the world and have conversations, probably share images, share video links. So this is a form of social media. So we have to monitor it like it is social media.
Yeah. It's actually, it's been like that for a long time.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, excuse me. This is one where predators would go because it's kind of geared. It's like Minecraft, right? It's geared towards kids and stuff like that, and they know the kids are on there. That's it's crazy. Like,
Yeah, it was the same thing with TikTok when it was originally Musically, right? Because it was primarily for around children users, right? And then even when it switched the name to TikTok, it was primarily children users until adults started doing more content on there and things like that, right?
yeah,
But it was definitely an area where it was a sketchy environment where people could literally have access to your kids. They're doing videos constantly in different areas. Some of people not realizing they're identifying exactly where they're at.
yeah. That's like I had to teach my kids early. Like when they're like, "Yeah, I'm playing the game with my friend, whatever. He's from this and whatever." I was like, "You don't know that that guy is, or that person is this
Mm,
person, and they're from there. These people could be anyone. You don't know who anyone is when you're playing,
yeah,
because on Xbox has that. Like it's just a chat function. Because the thing is that it can happen in any game. Imagine you're home, your kid, no school today, playing Call of Duty for an hour or two or whatever, just playing and whatever. You team up with other people. You have people on your team. All someone has to be is like, oh, we're working good together. Let's keep teaming up. And of course you join it. Like I play these
yeah,
games. If me and the squad is doing good, let's stay together. Then you're
yeah.
chatting with each other because you got your headsets on, whatever. You're having a chat, hitting it off, whatever. So then the next time you go back on to play the game, you'll probably see if they're on. Let's team up,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And that's how these relationships can build. But you don't know who
Yeah,
you're building these relationships with.
exactly.
You know what I mean? It could be someone your own
Catfishing is
age.
real, guys. Catfishing is real, guys.
What?
Catfishing is real.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, no, watch out for it. Watch for people that you're contacting, who you're communicating with.
Yeah, you don't know what you're doing, and well, you
Mm,
know what you're doing, but you don't know who you're doing it with.
yeah, we ain't trying to scare y'all now, but
Because
be
I
vigilant.
I remember one guy got me once. Like this is around when uh The Walking Dead first came out, right? And we were playing the game and stuff. He started talking about The Walking Dead. And he started telling me, "Oh yeah, my friend works on the set. He knows, told me all this information. I thought I was getting insider stuff. That everything he said was cap. Because one,
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, the later, what was it? I don't even know why I believe it, but he's like, yeah, later the vampires show up and they're mad because they can't eat dead zombies, so now their food resources drying up and all. There ain't no fucking vampires in The Walking Dead. Never. Never.
that you believe in the whole story, eh?
Yeah, because I was believe because this is, and then later on I started reading the Walking Dead comics and I was like, this motherfucker just lying. But then again, maybe he wasn't. Maybe someone was lying to him, and he really
Yeah,
thought it was true. And so,
yeah,
because that's a lot of lies start. They're like, oh yeah,
yeah,
my buddy told me this, and you're like, oh, because imagine if I went and told a bunch of people that story, right? Then they would have thought
yeah.
it was true, and yeah, it's crazy, man. People online will say whatever. Um, the last thing I got. Oh, two more things. Uh, I don't want to end on him, so I'll still his
But
first.
let's run on something quick.
Yeah, Little Nas X.
Yeah,
The
I don't know what's going on with him that night. He responded to it. And I haven't had a chance to see his response, but he was looking wild.
You know what's funny is that when I first seen it, he was walking down the street in his underwear, saying he's going to some party, whatever. I think he was high on something, right? Wasn't
Mm.
until later on to know that he took his underwear off and was
No, I
walking
didn't hear about
around
that.
buck.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't hear about that.
he was in jail for some time. They got him, but
I know that they arrested him, but I didn't know that he went full nude. That's wild.
that's crazy. You know what's
But
funny is that
was he on something? He had to be on something, right?
that's what they were saying. That's what they were saying. I didn't read the whole thing because I was, um, it's funny. I'm not a big Little Nas X fan, so I was reading it. It's like I don't even really care, so I stopped reading because I
Yeah,
should have read, so I'd know more. But there was just so much that I was reading that was more secondhand and rumors. I was like,
yeah,
I want to know what's what because I don't want to get up here and be saying this. But
yeah.
that's when I found out he was naked. I know that was total true, but I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
it's a wild thing because like I've seen this two times in the last like year and a half where where like an artist will have some like either with mental health, whether it's drug addiction or some type of moment where they're out in the street going like this, and people were running up and clowning, taking pictures. You know, what I mean, trying to do pictures. The same thing that they did with Kodak Black. When Kodak Black was sitting in the street eating chicken.
I was about to
Yeah,
say
it's like help this man. This is not his regular behavior. Like, you know what I mean? Help this person. This is not what this is. This is not regular behavior. As much as like it is.
Lil Nas X is just I guess he's lucky he was in the neighborhood he was in. That could have went that could have went a hell of a lot different.
Yeah. Same with Kodak. It could have been a whole lot different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's in the middle of the street with all his jewelry on, eating chicken.
Oh yeah, true that.
You know what I mean? Like, that could have been a bad situation. I'm not saying he's not about anything, but I'm saying like that could have been a bad situation for anybody.
Yeah. Because no matter how about it you are, man, you're still only one person when you're alone.
Exactly. And then you're laying down in the middle of the street and checking, you're kind of asking for trouble.
Yeah. But well, I hope he's all right. I hope this wasn't a publicity stunt for upcoming music. That'd be corny.
Yeah, that would be kind of sad. I wouldn't because you have people, because it's kind of drawing people on the whole mental health, the addiction piece. It's given like that whole kind of people are clowning certain groups, but also other people are concerned too, right? So it's touching on all that. I think that would be distasteful market.
So the last thing I want to mention is apparently the king of cap, Fat Joe.
I don't know if we can call him the king of cap no more.
I don't even know if we can call him Fat Joe no more. He ain't been fat in a while.
Yeah, that's just Joe these days.
Yeah. Anyways, he's saying that he has, or maybe he doesn't have them. He's saying that he did a whole album's worth of songs with Biggie that weren't released and they're out there somewhere. Biggie's old business partner, Lance Unrivera, I think he might even been his manager at one point. He called Cap on that. He said
Biggie's manager? Or wasn't Puffy his manager?
That was his producer.
Yeah.
But remember Undies Records? That was the label that Biggie and Un put together.
Yeah.
And there was big talk that was what Biggie was going to do, leave Bad Boy and just go to his own label, Unday. That's where Cameron came out of. Who else? Charlie Baltimore.
Yeah.
I think the Junior Mafia was on that label too.
Okay.
Little Kim would have been on it but she was. No, Little Kim was on it. What am I talking about? I think we on an episode up here had that conversation because a lot of people thought Little Kim was on Bad Boy, but she wasn't. She was on Undies. She was on and I think Little Caesar, that's another guy that would have been on. But I guess you can include both those guys with Junior Mafia. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Biggie had his own label that he was going, and this was the guy he made the label with. And he says that he would have known if Biggie went out and did a full album with somebody else.
Yeah. I can't see Biggie being a full album. I can definitely see him having some songs in the top. Because Fat Joe was around, man. Flow Joe was a really hot song at the time when Biggie was just coming up. It was like Party and Bullshit same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Flow Joe was like almost like a number one track when it came out. You know what I mean? Pac was out, and that was like at the time when Pac and Biggie were kind of together at the time. You know what I mean? As Party and Bullshit came out, that kind of stuff, right? So, like, actually, I was watching the Rookies of the Year. I shout out to Fat Joe and Jadakiss for this show. They got a good show, but they had this guy on there who's like a documentary, like he was documenting all the films. Like he like directed the video for like Poison and all these other videos. Like he was that guy, and he was talking about like how he was there because Fat Joe was telling a story about about Pac when them got calling him up when they did the freestyle. You know, I got 7 Mac 11s. That whole freestyle that Biggie and Pac do together on the stage that we've heard for years. That Fat Joe was there. He was gonna say something. But Rakim, it was at a Rakim show, and Rakim confirmed it. He was like, I didn't have enough time to let him go on the mic, so they were going to give the mic to Fat Joe to go next.
Oh
You know
shit.
what I mean?
Okay.
So it would have been Fat Joe, Tupac, and Biggie all on the stage together. But he was like, I was right there with them guys. You know what I mean? And he said, Rakim confirmed it, and the guy he was interviewing was there as well, right? So it was like, can we call him Cap on everything? He might throw an extra little sauce on stuff, but
I think he exaggerates
Cap
it like
on everything
crazy.
else.
I think he exaggerates it like crazy. Did you see somebody reenact?
Oh, that's hilarious. He joked about it. He said he was like, they got me looking like a careless thing.
Yeah. Reenacted his old robbing everybody story.
Oh yeah.
I like that. Oh man, I wish I knew what that comedy team was called so he could shout them out. Because I also seen them. The first one I seen was them reenacting a Mace story. Remember the one where
the stepping on the kick?
Yeah, Mace came in and he had new white shoes on, and seen that Diddy had new white shoes and whatever, and he stepped on the shoe by mistake. And Diddy said, okay. I know, he said, my bad. And he's like, oh, no problem, no problem. Then Diddy went outside, stepped in a bunch of dirt, came in and stepped right on Mason's
I mean,
shoes.
it ain't that bad, bro. I've seen that type of stuff exactly happen. Like, oh. Because my first reaction, if you're an artist underneath me, you see I got white shoes on, you come, I'll just step on my sneaker. What is this, a power play? You trying to show me how you shit?
What did he say?
Oh, no.
Mace said Mace said the moral of the story is that you got to realize that people just ain't trying to hear you say my bad. No one cares. My bad does not, you know, it's not get an out of jail free card.
You know, when we were younger, that was a step on the shoes. That was a flag on the play. That was a, who are you? What do you think? That could lead to all kinds of moments.
Yeah. Excuse me. Cool. Yeah, that was crazy. They got a new one for a story where Ghostface was telling this story. And I heard the story Ghostface say it before because on Ghostface's first albums, he got a song with the Delphonics. It's this like R&B group. Yeah. And apparently he went to pick him up. And he somehow got into a shootout with somebody. He was shooting out the window with can you imagine getting into a shootout with Jagged Edge in the back seat?
They did that in the TV series too. They showed that out, so that's a real story that happened, right?
Yeah.
They even played that out in the reenactment TV series that they did for.
Oh yeah, that's where I seen it first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah. You know the funniest ones though, and to the audience, if you get a chance to check out some of these AI videos, because some of them are real funny. They got ones reenacting old stories from ODB going into the studio.
Yeah,
those are pretty fun.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy.
ODB,
I'm surprised there aren't a whole lot of DMX ones yet, because the stories I heard about him were crazy.
There probably will be.
His stories have always been crazy.
I heard some wild stories with him. Shout out to him. R.I.P. the legend.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Anyways, that's it. All I got for this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, people. This is not the new format. We're sick, man. And it's been a rough week. So this is just for this. We'll be together next time.
He's on quarantine.
Yeah. We'll be together. Yeah, that's what it feels like. We'll be together again next time. Anyways, my name's John Kizzy. You know who is he? AKA Philly G. Because they know who I be. And I'm here with my cousin Ray Ray.
Take care of yourself, people.
And we out. Peace.